What's up, guys? I just played one of the best games I've ever played in my entire life. And you know what? I think I could go as far as saying it actually changed my life. You know, that's going a little too far, but you know, it's still a damn good game, let me tell you, and it's definitely a huge inspiration to me. And you could do some crazy things in it. Like you could jump around, you can collect power-ups, you can slash monsters, and you can even turn into a dragon. Do you know anyone who could do that? I don't. Actually, you know what? I think Bruce Lee can. And probably Liu Kang. But, you know, that's not the point. Okay? Because, you know, I'm sick of being this guy. You know, I'm sick of being me. I'm sick of being this guy, you know, holding on to some freaking controller, clicking away on it, you know, controlling some dumb guy on a TV screen. You know, I want to be that guy in the freaking TV box. Anyways, you know what? Maybe when I grow up or something one of these days, maybe I can become a superhero, or I don't know. Anyways, okay, enough with this, man. I gotta show you this game. Let's check it out. It's Dragon Fighter. Look at this garbage, man. Like what is this? Like, look at this guy. Like, this looks nothing like the guy in the freaking game. But you know what? I love that cover. And you know, I love everything that Nintendo has done back in the day when they do that kind of shit. You know, especially when they have a game like Mega Man. You know, it looks like absolute garbage. Except the game is amazing. Anyways, you guys heard enough of me going on about this. You know, you just want to know what the game is like. So, the game is actually a lot like Castlevania. You know what? It's nothing like Castlevania. What am I talking about? It actually just kind of looks like Castlevania with the enemies and environments and such, but plays a lot more like a game like Shatterhand or Kickmaster. So, you know what? You have to check this out, because, you know, after you see this, you're going to be wanting to slay some dragons, let me tell you. Alright, so let's check it out.
Alright, I'll try and find that game. I could have sworn I put it in here. I guess not. Oh well. Oh man, look at this place. It's a friggin' mess. No wonder I can't find the game in here. Ah, there it is. Ugh, what the hell? Get this thing off of it. Get this shit off of here. Oh, nice. Green gummy. Get out of here. Alright, let's put this damn thing in and let's check it out. The startup screen is a little bit unusual because, you know, it kind of tricks you into thinking that you're actually starting the game, except it's just a demo playing. I mean, it's not a big deal, but, you know, I want to be able to play the damn game right away. Anyways, before we get started, let's take a look at the amazing storyline of Dragon Fighter. So to sum it up, it's about some evil warlock named Zabong who, you know, lives on top of this mountaintop, and below him is a city, you know, of prosperous, happy people, and, you know, Zabong was, you know, jealous of that. So this asshole comes down and just messes everybody up. I mean, what the f is up with that, man? And so the dragon spirit got pissed, sent a freaking lightning bolt down on the city statue, and then it came to life. And that life is you. You are the Dragon Fighter, and you're sworn to protect this damn town, and that's what we're gonna do. Now that you guys know the storyline, let's check out how the game plays. The game is actually very simple, but has some pretty good variety. One thing that's really good about Dragon Fighter is the button-sensitive jumping. So I guess you could say it's kind of like Mega Man or Mario. This allows the character's controllability to have better precision, and of course, it just makes the game a lot more fun. Slashing with your sword is pretty typical. It's just a forward slash or a low slash. Nothing special here, but when you play the game, it's all you're really going to need anyway. And on top of that, you could charge a fireball. But for some reason in this game, they call it a bomb. You know what? Screw fireballs, man. It's all about bombs now. Hadouken!
I mean, bomb, go kill some attack.
Turning into the dragon is pretty much the main selling point of this game. The cool thing about it is, when you collect fighter power-up icons, you can transform into 3 different types of dragons as long as your metamorph meter is flashing. Not only do these icons give you new dragon attacks, they give you new dragon fighter bomb attacks as well. With the red icon as the dragon fighter, you project this triple fire bomb that, rains on top of your enemies. I mean, it's tricky to use, but, it can be effective. And as the dragon, you shoot this napalm-like fire strike. It's actually really powerful and it does multiple hits, so it's pretty cool to use. With the blue icon as the dragon fighter, you get this homing bomb that bounces off the enemies. It's not very powerful, but in the later levels you're really going to need it. And with the dragon, you get this fire-breathing homing attack where you can only do 2 shots at a time, but I have to say it is probably one of the better dragons in the game. And finally, the green icon. This is actually the default icon of the game. This one is my personal favorite because as the dragon fighter, you get a single shot bomb that's actually the most powerful fireball in the game. And as the dragon, you get this triple shot attack that kind of reminds me of the double shot in Gradius, so it's a lot of fun to use. Alright, so far it sounds like this game has just been jam-packed with a whole bunch of goodies. But for all the good in Dragon Fighter, it can get really ugly. And that's exactly what Zabong wants. This sick son of a bitch is going to do everything he can to make it difficult on you. There's a reason why no one has ever lived to tell their tale of Zabong. Zabong does this because he seems to really like to spawn enemies at you throughout the entire level. Like these annoying ass snowflakes, these stupid grubs, and the Castlevania-like skeletons. It definitely adds to the challenge and makes you use full concentration at all times, so you want to stay focused. One thing that you really have to concentrate on is to not get hit, because Zabong's punk goons don't seem to drop enough power-ups so you can regain your health. So, I say this strictly because once you're dead, you're done. It's game over and you don't even get to see yourself die. I lied, you get a couple continues. But that doesn't mean you can take the game lightly, because it can get very overwhelming at times. And what I mean by this is the spawn points can be very excessive, almost like a Ninja Gaiden. So you have to progress through the levels very cautiously, otherwise, Zabong's vicious monsters are just gonna gang up on you and beat the living hell out of you. Like, look at this. How the f*** are you supposed to stop that? Jeez. It looks like Zabong has really been doing his homework because he's created some pretty smart dudes. I guess he managed to develop some kind of AI. Well, not really AI, but I guess more patterns that can be a bit tricky and very challenging. Like this jumping, shooting fish. Or this skeleton head. They both just inconveniently sit back and shoot bullets at you, as other shit just comes flying at you in all different directions. One thing I noticed is a problem with the Dragon Fighter himself. It seems like he's a rookie who just learned how to use his charging bomb. I mean, if you're an idiot like me and are persistent with using the most powerful attack in the game, you really have to drop that bad habit, because it takes a long ass time to charge it up. So it's really hard to use when there are many enemies on screen. So always make sure to use your sword instead, alright? Yeah, it sucks, but it balances out the gameplay. Not only that, it charges up your metamorph meter, unlike the bomb. Yeah, okay. Even though this jackass Zabong is really giving us a hard-ass time, it doesn't seem to affect the overall greatness of Dragon Fighter. The graphics are some of the best I've seen on the console. The gameplay and the frame rate is smooth as hell. It's got a decent variety of power-ups, and although the game is pretty short, you got 6 stages of sick, awesome action with some of the coolest bosses for the NES. And if you're a collector, even though it's pretty expensive and quite uncommon, it's got a really nice box and a detailed manual that make it for that near perfect complete package. But anyways, Let's take a look at some of the levels. First off, we got the dangerous ice cave. Did I really have to say it like that? So, yeah, giant killer snowflakes that seem to have brains of their own. That's real cool. And we got the green acrobatic yetis. Sorry, I mean wolves. How can you mistaken that? So when you arrive to the Wolf Lord, it turns out that those green wolves are just clones of himself. He's got an easy pattern to figure out, and for some reason it looks like he really likes to roll around in the snow. The second level is the giant Centipedes cave. To name a few enemies, we got endless grubs, indestructible centipedes, and bouncing balls. This somehow flying giant centipede is very aggressive and can take a lot of hits. And it looks like he really loves to play chicken. But once you hit him, he's a scaredy cat. The third level is the Treacherous Waterfalls. It looks like it's one of the longer levels and takes a while to go through since there are a lot of these bouncing baby shrimp, wiggling lobsters, and jumping fish. I really like seafood, so you want to go for sushi? When you get to the Hydra, he is by far the easiest boss of the game, especially if you have that triple shot. The guy doesn't stand a chance.
Alright, look, I gotta cut you guys off, man. Like, I don't want to spoil the game for you. Alright, because we got 2 more levels of craziness. Okay, not only that, we got the final stage with Zablon. And we got, we gotta settle the score with this guy, man. We got unfinished business. Alright, and there's no other better way to settle the score than with some side shooter action. So, you know what? Alright. Okay? I'll give you guys one little tip. Alright? So how about that?
When you go against these gargoyles with lasers, position yourself so you align with their legs so you can avoid these glitchy and almost invisible scat-like lasers. Anyway, I'm surprised no one has really taken the time to really enjoy this title. But I guess there's very little to no info about it. I mean, all I could really find is this GamePro review in issue number 32. It seemed to get some positive reviews, but sadly, it was probably overlooked and it didn't seem like anything special. Until now. And yeah, guys, one thing before I end this review, I'm sorry. No, really, I am.
Yeah, alright. I know what you guys are thinking. Oh, that's not a real manual. That's just a print off from online. Well, you know what? I refuse to pay $50 for some stupid piece of paper slapped together. I mean, are you kidding me? Let me ask you guys something. Like, in all honesty, does this look like a guy who would actually pay $50 for that? I mean, come on. Alright, you know what? You guys win. You guys win. But look, I'll get around to it. Don't worry, I'll get around to getting it. Just relax, Cut me some slack, guys. Come on.